After a brief trial move, this prospect is being returned to his original role. For now, anyways.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Altoona Curve and the Bowie Bay Sox. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up. Stepping into the box, Dave Littleton. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Designated hitter, Dave Littleton.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They begin this series feeling pretty good about the way things have gone as they come in riding a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Daniel Nava is on deck. 3-1.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
Heading out towards shallow right. Rickard is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what do they have to do to get the season off to a good start on the road?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look up and down this lineup. One thing jumps out, a lot of guys with some quality batting averages. They find themselves in the top third of the league in batting average, and that usually bodes well. As the season gets long, if you can keep your approach, usually leads to winning games.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. One and 2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
Ready now, Julian Cortez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And that's off his leg on the mound. And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single. Now to the plate, Gil Hernandez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Drilled on the ground to short. He's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Digging in now, Ron Sandoval, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, D-Roll. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la a goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable to get there.
Sandoval on at first, nobody out. And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. There's one on to first, and they get the double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Tailor-made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Strike one to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets a raise. Leading off the inning, Jose Manuel, and they'll need him to get something going here. Rounded back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
Into the box now, John Hudson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, good job there to pull that bunt back. Now that he's ahead in the count, we'll see if he gets that bunt signed again.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Nobody out, runner up first. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Stepping up now, Dave Littleton. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Manuel leads off first with 1 away. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
There's a called strike on a changeup. Not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
And he'll step off. The 1-2 gets the outside corner, strike 3. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Into the box, Julian Cortez. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He shows right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Missed with a slider. One out, nobody on. To 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Oh, and he struck him out as well. So he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now. Striding in once again, Ron Sandoval. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square. Pitcher, that'll keep everything on plane.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ground ball left side. Backhanded. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
From the stretch. Hit hard on the ground is short. Reined in to second for 1. On to first to complete the double play. Into the box now, Jose Manuel. He singled his last time up.
Jose Manuel.
2 out, nobody on. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Leading off the inning, John Hudson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Line drive to center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Dave Littleton. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And the changeup is way low that time. The 2-0 on the way. 2 balls and a strike now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them be.
Drilled right back up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Well, fastball count there yielded fastball, Mark.
Yeah, you drive to the ballpark praying to get in 1-3-1 count a night and buy yourself that guaranteed fastball, and he didn't miss it.
Now batting.
Here's Daniel Nava now. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left, strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Nope,
The
that's a
0-1
ball.
changeup is high, 1-1. Sharp ground ball to third. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. Ready once again, Julian Cortez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Ball, that's low.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball one.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Gil Hernandez will be next. And he misses with that one, ball four, and that's going to load the bases now with still only one away. Stepping in, Gil Hernandez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Shot weakly to the left. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run. Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Jack Leathersich earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Jamie Stafford hammers down the save, his 1st of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching
The evaluation of minor league prospects is not only the business of team scouts. Sports agents do their homework as well. From the ranks of hundreds of minor league prospects, the next generation of MLB superstars will eventually emerge. Determining which prospects will be those superstars is big business. And getting in on the ground floor is smart business.
The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Bowie Bay Sox and the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. It's baseball. It's the show. And Jamie Callahan will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's last 3 starts haven't been that bad, but he's picked up a no decision in all 3. I'm sure he'd like to pick up the W in this one here today.
Stepping into the box, Carlos Villafuerte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Carlos Villafuerte.
Here comes the first pitch. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
Now another 0-2. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Here's another 0-2. Swing and a looper to left. Santander is going to get there. Oh, and he whiffs on it. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Man, this guy must be living right. That should have been an out, but now he's standing at third with a big smile on his face. They're going to rule it an error, and that's a costly one, too.
At the plate, Emery Grubb. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers.
Nope, that's a ball.
And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. Villafuerte, the runner at third with no outs. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. A swing and a miss there, 2-2. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Yeah, Matty, the thing I'm focused on with this lineup is the fact that they love to run. They lead the league in stolen bases. They're not afraid to take that extra bag. It's going to put the defense on their heels. Be on the lookout for that today.
Here's a strike.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Stepping in now, Phillip Evans. Pitch inside, the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Two out here and a runner at second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Well, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Now in the box, Cedric Pierce. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Cedric Pierce.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Count even at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count. 3-2. Randy Ware will be next. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
No balls and 1 strike. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. And it's fouled away. The payoff pitch one more time. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. Coming to the plate now, Tomas Nido. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Tapper up the line. That was foul for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Lofted in the air out toward right center. In comes Rickard. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Cut hold.
So coming to the plate, Darren Harrison is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Popped him up. Hong into shallow left, and that's the 3rd out. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Standing in, Tim Perez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Tim Perez.
And that one right down Main Street. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd. Digging in, the switch hitter, Carlos Villafuerte. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
2 strikes.
Perez aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit on the ground toward the left. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Hey, if this pitcher's going to live in the outer half of the plate, then you're going to have to dive out there and get it, and that's exactly what he did. Hey, that's a heck of a job right there, going the other way after seeing 3 pitches on the outer half.
Center fielder.
Into the box now, Emery Grubb. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. Coming to the plate now, Rodney Barrios. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And he fouls this one off. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And he misses with it, 1-1. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Right back to the mound, could be. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. So digging in now, Phillip Evans. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit on the ground out to short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit. So stepping in, Cedric Pierce. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
At the plate, Randy Ware. He drew a walk his first time up.
Randy Ware.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Line towards center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. Digging in, Darren Harrison comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Here's a strike.
1-1.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Woodson. One away. Striding in, Tim Perez.
Now batting,
First pitch of the at-bat.
Tim Perez.
A swing and a ground ball to third. And this is going to find its way into left for a one-out knock. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with one away.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's running. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Here's the 2-0. 3-0 now. Emery Grubb will be next. And he gets this fastball over. Back to 3-1 now.
This is where, if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. Grounded to third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Ready for another shot now, Emery Grubb.
Center fielder, Emery Grubb.
Right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip this one on to first as he works his way out of the jam, and the inning is over. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Stepping up to the plate, Rodney Barrios. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Rodney
Popped him up.
Barrios.
Abraham is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. Settling in now, Phillip Evans. No hits to this point. First pitch on its way.
Evans.
Looks at a changeup right over the middle. 1 out, nobody on. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And he'll squeeze this one for the 2nd out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cedric Pierce. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Cedric Pierce.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Striding forward now is the DH, Randy Ware. He's set, and the pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Behind 0-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Boy, it would look like a quick inning. Gets the first 2 out, then it hit by pitch, and a single to keep things going.
Yeah, you never know what's going to start a rally. Take one for the boys. Hit by pitch right there. Now a couple good ABs.
And these home fans are getting a little as they take the first 3 of this 4-game homestand. They might want to break out the brooms for the next one as they look to finish off with a big sweep.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win.
This prospect has become the object of a notable sports management company's attention. However impressive an agent's qualifications may be, The trading in of a long-time trusted mentor for a corporate wheeler-dealer can feel like a scary step. But a fledgling must leave the nest, for a big world awaits. A manager admonishes his pitching staff for giving away too many free bases.
Good job.
A first conversation with a new representative can be exhilarating to a young player. A savvy agent will engender confidence in his client, confidence that he has a world of possibilities at his fingertips. But the measure of a good agent is how well he can turn these possibilities into actualities.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show tonight. The first of this three-game. Stepping in, Josh Hirsch. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First of three here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They've had a pretty rough go of it of late, and that's being kind. They come in losers of 8 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things right. Play fundamentally sound. Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra outs. And then somebody hit a gapper in a big spot and let everybody relax a little bit.
He stays alive, still 2-2.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Sent on the ground out to second. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Yeah, Matty, what I want you to focus on is the fact that this team does not like to run. Very station to station. It's going to take a couple of hits to score runs with this offense. They swing the bats well, but they don't put any pressure on the defense as far as base running.
At the plate, Vinny Novoa. Man at first for him following the one-out single. Too low, 1-0.
Ball one, no strike.
Ball two now.
Boy, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now,
meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. Span leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. 3-1. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Vernon Hampton. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. It's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. So striding in, Thomas Paget. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Here comes another 0-2. Popped him up. Casto is there. Makes the play, 1 away. Now at the plate, Preston Rodney, right at $2.30 with the batting average coming into this one, so it's mostly been a struggle for him. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. First pitch on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Fouled off.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And we are tied 0. In now, Fernando Hernandez. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out. So striding forward now, Rick Johnson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Third inning, no score to this point. Hit on the ground to third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Hit down the third baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Hit down the line at first. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll head now to the home half of it. Leading off the inning, Zach Spann, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he falls behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in to try it again, Vernon Hampton.
Right fielder. Vernon.
First offering on its way. And a whiff at a good slider that time. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time. Striding into the box, Thomas Padgett. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Abraham is right there. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Now batting, Preston Rodney.
The left fielder, number 20.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Preston Rodney.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. The 1-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swinging a soft liner, and this is taken for the out. Next will be the designated hitter, number 82. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. Soft liner towards short. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Hold it. Eat it.
Hey, they don't all have to be beautiful. They just have to be base hits, and that's exactly what that was. Soft liner into left field. Nice job.
Into the box, Fernando Hernandez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. A runner on first with 2 away. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And that'll get over the wall, so the runner will have to hold up at third.
Off the bat, it looked like that might bring their first run of the game across. But those hopes ended quickly when it hopped over the wall. Everyone gets 2 bases on a ground rule double, so the runner from first is forced to stay at third, and the next guy is going to have to be the one to put them on the board.
In now, Rick Johnson, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Goodness, 0-2 now.
I understand wanting to be aggressive, but I also understand that you can occasionally be foolish. That's a foolish swing right there.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Line toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And the second run is in to score as they bounce back to tie it at 2.
Hey, after being down by 2, getting into the middle of this one, that's a huge base hit right there, D-Row. Big 2 RBI knock.
Yeah, down by 2 right there, able to come through for the team, and we probably got an exciting finish on our hands.
Josh Hirsch is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. Missed with a slider.
1-2.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Tanner Scott takes over to start the 6th inning.
And everyone on the team could finally breathe a little bit easier tonight. They finally snapped that 8-game losing skid. Hopefully they can get on a roll now.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. Bowie came through late.